Good morning. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. We're here with a couple good things today to go over. First thing I'd like to do is say welcome to our co-hosts. We got Hayden Ware over there to my left, who's looking like he's still recovering a little bit from last night.
Welcome,
absolutely,
Hayden.
Absolutely.
We've got Joseph to my right over here, as usual. Joseph, he's cheery as always. Doesn't look like his night's ended since last night.
Yeah, please forgive me. I know it's 12 o'clock for you, but...
Yeah, and I'd like to introduce Paulie. Paulie, he's on the phone with us today. We got Paulie on his way to a special assignment. Go ahead, Paulie, say hello.
Yeah, I'm on the field, top of the morning there, Police State USA. Hope everybody's on the grind and off the grid out there.
All right, we have a special guest in the studio today. Her name is Tia. Tia, say good morning, everyone.
Good morning, guys.
So we're gonna just talk some more shit this morning, like we always do, and we're gonna keep it rolling. First thing I want to talk about is how bad my voice is and how crappy we are set up this morning. Because I got to tell you, everybody got here late, and I woke up late. Tia's choking on her own spit over here.
I have to clear my voice also. So.
Hayden, you have anything from yesterday's show?
From yesterday's?
Yeah, that you want to go over, add to, anything different?
I mean...
I know you were talking a lot about the Ebola.
I was going to touch base on the Ebola.
Touch away.
Don't touch it, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm
Put
not
on gloves before you touch it, but touch away.
No. We got the American patient that finally landed here yesterday. The Ebola actually only has a 56% mortality rate as of right now. Because
flip a coin.
There's about...
You said only. Flip a coin. Sorry, go ahead.
There's about...
Don't get Joseph started.
About 1,800 people that have contracted it with about 900 deaths so far.
Like I said, flip a coin.
That's only averaged out. Everyone...
And that's worldwide, or...?
That's so far worldwide. That's the known cases. That's what we know of right now.
But yet... we talked about this yesterday on the show. Yet we still brought those two people back, and my wife and I, after the show, we talked a little about the show, listening to it, and she was, we talked about that incident right there, and she said the same thing. You know what I mean? She's like, if I was in that person's point of view, or that person's shoes, and the husband, and of course I'd want my husband back.
Yeah.
But don't you stay over there and heal a little first, sweetie. I love you, but I don't want no disease that's going to kill me and the rest of the United States population.
It's kind of pissing
I still think
off.
we got better facilities here to handle the situation than they do in lower Slobovia, Africa over there, where they're working in, Doctors Without Borders are working in tents compared to the technology and the facilities we have here.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I can definitely agree with Paulie on that.
I do. Believe me, on that I agree 100%. But as far as bringing it back, you know what? We have that technology, but we have it to where it's mobile, too. Take it and go over there and fix it.
Agreed. It's kind of pissing me off how they're dumbing this down, though, because it is, so far, one of the worst in the last 20 or 30 years outbreaks of anything deadly that we've seen. And they're just trying to dumb it down so no one gets afraid, but people need to know the truth.
When you say dumb it down, you mean play it down, because for us
they're
older folk, they got these new sayings, you know what I'm saying? Us older folks got to think about those sayings. Dumb it down, that would mean, hold on, let me think, today's terms. Right, play it down. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Yeah.
I also caught Sierra Leone is basically begging the world for help right now because of their Ebola outbreak that they're having is getting so severe. They're begging the entire world for help. Yeah,
I got different statistics. Mine says it kills 90% of the people who get it.
Yeah,
it says it's hard to catch.
I'm sure you're going to get
but it's
conflicting
90%.
Stories. Anyway, Tia, what do you think of that?
About Ebola.
Tia, what do you think of that?
Oh, well, I'm just
talking to the mic.
Oh, I'd say I'm just noticing it now.
I just caught her off guard. Don't mind me.
CNN's got a quote from Donald Trump. It says we should not be importing Ebola to our homeland.
From my understanding, the Ebola virus, from anything I've learned
CNN, Donald Trump.
It's got somewhere in the 90% fatality rate.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not caught right away.
That's what we're seeing here. Yeah. That's exactly what we're seeing. I don't know, guys. I understand, like you said, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna, agree with you guys on that. We got better facilities here, this, that, the other thing. But I also believe with the capabilities of the United States, we have the facilities that we could fly there and do what we got to do to get it to a point where it's safe to bring it here.
What you don't understand is they're bringing them to Atlanta, the Georgia area, which is where the CDC is, Center for Disease Control, and it's not like we can fly the entire CDC over to Africa to try and handle that situation.
Wow.
Well, I just found out it has like
the CDC is the #1 disease control.
It's like the center of it all, right?
Right.
Yeah, the CDC, yeah.
And the more people that we send over there, the more people that are going to catch it, they're just going to end up bringing it back anyways.
Yes, see, that's what I agree with.
Yeah.
But as long as we have the facility over, I don't know, man. That's real conflict. Now that I think about that, hold on, Joseph. Now that you say that, and my whole side of things, sending people over there with all the facilities and everything, that kind of changes my decision on that, because that makes a lot more sense. We're going to send all of that equipment, those people and everything over there, and then they're going to come back here to the United States. Either way, we're screwed.
Either way, we wasted gas.
We are screwed. Yeah, it's just a wasted trip. No, I'm just kidding.
Even the WHO,
I'm just kidding.
the World Health Organization, they have some really good doctors, really good facilities around the globe, but none of them compare to our CDC. I mean, we have a facility and stockpiles and genius doctors at the CDC that actually are better than the WHOs around the world.
Yeah, well. Who knows, man? You know what? All I got to say is better leadership is needed all the way up. And I know somebody who's out there that listening is going, "That's right, Lou, tell him." And you know who you are too there, JB.
You got to catch it with blood contact. It's got to be blood contact.
It has to be direct. Yeah.
Body fluids.
Body fluids?
Yep.
Yeah.
It says...
So it's like sharing needles.
It's almost just like that guy that got arrested. I told that woman I didn't have to him.
I read
that was too funny, man. I can't believe that guy.
I was doing a little research on it yesterday.
Did you see that news story?
I heard something about it.
Yeah, a guy gets arrested, and then the headlines reads, "I told that woman I didn't have the HIV." We just went off on it yesterday.
Oh.
So, man, I gotta apologize to all of our listeners today because we are so slacking today. We got half drunks in the studio, half working on drunks getting in the studio, and still half asleep getting in the studio. And Paulie's probably the only one this morning that's been up for like an hour, 2 cups of coffee, ready to go, going, "Where the frig is this guy? Where the frig is this guy? Why hasn't he called me yet?"
I got something equally as important.
Okay, go for it. We like importance.
When you go to take a piss, and the bathroom lid, like the toilet lid falls while you're pissing.
That sucks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we need to fix
You know
that.
what?
Somebody
No, you know what?
needs
That's
to
why.
fix that.
That's why what you do, and you got to look at it this way. When you're in, listen, the commercial toilets. You know how it's got the split?
Yes.
You buy one of those. This way, if it falls, it doesn't matter. If you're aiming right,
break the string.
Yeah, if you're aiming right, you can do it and not make a mess. Think about it. You know?
That is pretty important.
Come on, if there's anybody out there that agrees with that, when you got one of them toilet seats that just won't stay up and you're taking that morning piss and you got to lean on the wall anyway.
Yeah, that's one hand.
That's horrible, yeah. And then you got the other hand when you really need 2 hands to hold the thing. You know
I
what
would
I'm saying?
say just take the toilet seat off.
Actually, mine is,
See, now Tia says take the toilet seat off, but then she would bitch because she wants to sit down in the middle of the night.
Because I would want the toilet seat down.
What's that, Paulie?
I said mine's quite capable of handling itself. I can go no hands.
Yeah, well, you probably got a damn bungee cord. We know how you are, man. You probably bungee strap that thing up and say, "Oh, no, you ain't kidding me."
I do have a little bit of a news flash that might be of concern to some of our listeners.
Rip it.
Caught on CNN, 1.2 billion passwords stolen by Russian criminals. So everybody,
well, that's cool. They can't speak English.
Everybody who's out there, they got their bank accounts and credit card accounts and internet accounts and all that. They might want to consider changing their passwords because there's 1.2 billion that have been hijacked by the Russian.
There's 1.2 billion stolen passwords floating down around there. Do they know where? Do you know from where?
From Russia?
Mostly the United States.
Well, I know that, but I meant, like, what kind of institutions? I guess I should have been a little more clear on that.
Like was it eBay passwords?
If it's the Russian crime syndicate, what kind of... They're not going for your Facebook.
Yeah, really?
Hey, we go see what this guy says on... We go check out, steal his pictures.
I mean, like, you know, maybe if it was the Russian KGB or something, they might be interested in that. Maybe. Like I'm going to say...
I can't imagine... Listen, if anybody out there has anything on their Facebook that the Russians are interested in, please call the show, 352-410-2084. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to imagine, since it's the Russian crime syndicate, that they're definitely hitting credit cards, bank accounts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got news for them.
Like that.
I got a news flash for them. You can have my Social Security number. You can have my credit card numbers, because you ain't going far. Believe me.
Not a lot
I'm just saying, we probably have some listeners out there that might want to consider, you know, changing, especially, you know, 401k passwords, stuff like that. They might want to consider changing those things, since, I mean, 1.2 billion is a whole lot of passwords stolen. So there's no
That's a few. There's a few out there, I'd say. There's a few missing passwords, I'd have to
you know, so there's no telling whose passwords they might have. So I would definitely consider changing your password for any, you know, financial internet accounts or anything like that you might have going on.
So, Paulie, since you're out on the road there today, why don't you give us a little bit of a weather report? And Paulie is in the Newport Richey area?
Yeah, sure am. Pasco County right now.
Yeah, what's the weather over there?
I can go with the old Good Morning Vietnam. It's hot. Damn hot.
That's perfect.
Hot. Damn hot.
Muggy.
That's funny. I've been looking for that movie on Netflix for a while. They don't have it. You know, it's never available.
Right now, I think we're running like 66 degrees. Of course, we're going to be up later this afternoon with 91 degrees or better. You know how that is. They say 91, it'll be 97. And about a 30% chance of rain, which you know how that is in Florida, too. More like, you know, an 80 or 90% chance of rain, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Macon, I do believe, is running at 63 degrees right now. They will be up about 81 about the time they hear our broadcast. And I do believe they have a 3-mile-an-hour west wind coming through right now.
Look at this guy. I got to tell you, Paulie, I'm impressed. For somebody who's not in studio this morning, you really got your poop together.
Well, you know me. I'm always researching stuff, and it don't take me but 5 minutes to jump online, grab a couple things, research real quick. I already know probably half of what's going on. So
good deal. I got a bunch of stuff to go over today. I doubt we'll have time because we talk so much crap about everything. You know how it is when. Yeah, well, I was just you took the words right out of my mouth, brother. I was just getting ready to say that's what we do. We talk shit. Looking at the Facebook page here, and I'm a little disappointed. Nobody's making any comments or anything like that on our wall. Go ahead and go to facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show. We'll get them comments up on the air for you. Hayden, Joseph,
yes, sir.
Where are we at with the northern weather there? What are they looking like up there?
Wisconsin, Milwaukee, that's 78 degrees. They're partly cloudy. It's going to be their high for the day.
Is it? So by the time they hear this, it'll be...
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And tomorrow, it'll be 77, mostly sunny.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Lancaster, their high is 84. They're going to have afternoon thunderstorms. Tomorrow's going to be 83, but sunny.
How'd we do news-wise up in Lancaster?
I do not know.
You know, we don't know if the Amish are killing each other. We got the Amish mafia up there. Yeah. You guys ever been up that way?
Isn't that just the farmers?
I'm not going that way.
But I find the whole concept of the Amish mafia a tad bit of a joke.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one, bro. Isn't that an oxymoron?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can't look at it. I can't look at it any other way. You know, I just
my whole life, and I have never
run into a gun-toting Amish anytime I was in Pennsylvania.
To a dangerous Amish mafia crime syndicate.
Yeah, but why would they be messing with you anyway?
Remember when you were a kid, taking the trips as a kid, sitting down, going to the restaurants up in Pennsylvania,